Did you know that eating red meat twice a week may increase your chances of getting type 2 diabetes? At least that's what the study finds. So let's dive into it. This study is written by Andrew Gregory. The chances of a person developing type 2 diabetes can increase even if they're eating red meat just 2 times a week instead of an alternate option like plant-based protein. Not to mention, it will also help reduce greenhouse gas emissions and tackle climate change, according to experts at Harvard, which I call cap on that. Type 2 diabetes is one of the world's fastest growing major health threats. That is true. Its prevalence has risen sharply everywhere in the last 3 decades, according to the WHO. I also do agree with that. More than 400 million people have been diagnosed, but millions more are estimated to be in the dark about the fact of the condition, meaning they don't even know that they're pre-diabetic or a type 2 diabetic. And so this is how they did this study. People were asked a couple of questionnaires about their diet every 2 to 4 years for up to 36 years. During this time, more than 22,000 of the participants developed type 2 diabetes. What a shocker. I wonder what they were eating. I guarantee it wasn't just red meat. It was probably the bread also, the fries, the Diet Cokes, the dessert, but they also did have red meat with that, right? So let's just blame it on the meat. Those who ate the most red meat had a 62% higher risk of developing this condition compared to those who ate the least meat. The research suggests that every additional daily serving of processed red meat was associated with a 46% greater chance of developing type 2 diabetes. So if you guys want to read the rest of this article, I have a link in my story, but to summarize this all up, this is crap. Absolutely do not believe in this because it doesn't take in the fact what else were these people eating along with their red meat. I guarantee it was processed junk. A lot of processed carbs, a lot of sugar, and a lot of junk food. If you take a step back and do some research and look at the people that are just doing carnivore or maybe a ketogenic diet or a low carb diet, what you'll find is that a lot of them used to have these symptoms before starting these diets. Like myself included, I used to be a type 2 diabetic. I used to have type 2 diabetes. I used to be obese. I used to have insulin resistance. But you know what? I switched to a ketogenic diet, dropped the fast food, dropped the sugary drinks and junk food, and guess what? All my symptoms went away. So we need to stop this propaganda and stop blaming the meat because it's not the meat's fault. But anyways, I want to know what you think. Let me know in the comments. Is this article bullshit or do you believe in it? Tell me why.